Welcome to Dining Table Tales. My name is Cosmas Ouma. We are a place of new beginnings and real lifestyle. We are here today with Joseph, and he's very amazing with exactly what he does. He's really good at what he does, and I'm actually impressed, most certainly jealous, because he's winning at this. Okay? We want to give a whole shout out to my present studio and i3c for sponsoring this video and making it happen. And if you're thinking the main thing, i3c.co.ug. And with that said, please introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Lubega Joseph, and I'm the team leader, Khule Africa.
You see, this guy is a trainer. Perhaps you came earlier today and he was training and the kids were all listening to him. He was lifting arms here and there, and it was amazing. But the question we want to ask you today is that, how did you get here?
How did I get here? It's been a long journey. I started 7 years back. 7 years back?
Yes, that's like 2013.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
I'm the head of our family because my father died when I was 7, and I grew up with a single mom, so I've been helping a lot with raising my sisters and brother. So I am a father at home, and even a father for these kids, those that
your father figure both ways.
Yes, those that stay around up. And I really have passion for music and the arts. Okay. So my dream was at first my dream was to be a star.
A star?
Yes, a star.
Like a musician?
Yes, a musician, an actor and everything. Yes. That was my dream because I come from a very musical family. But then, along the way, my purpose and vision changed for everything about my life. I started thinking about, I think God called me to raise stars instead of being a star.
Oh,
so I can be a star, yes. Yeah. But I think I've been called to raise stars.
Exactly. People fail to have someone they believe in. As much as you have a calling, you have a vision, and you tell people that I want to do this, I want to become a singer. Your parents may not believe in you, your family may not believe in you, your teachers, they may call you dumb. So how did you face that and how did you come up?
At first?
Yeah.
Or right now, the challenge
At first, yeah.
We embraced the culture thing, and some people are not into it. Some
they
people
find
just,
it like witchcraft.
Yes, witchcraft. Like some people were even discouraging, even at the churches that we go to. Some people are like, oh, inserts, the shapers, oh my God. So it wasn't easy at first, because we came with a new style. I wanted us to come with this culture thing, because we are embracing culture and who we are. So at first it wasn't easy. Then the challenges of finances, getting to buy the drums and the costumes and stuff. So it wasn't easy, even getting a team to work with. But I'm happy I got friends, and my sisters, my family has also been supportive. My mother,
so your partner
Brenda, Brenda.
So I know Brenda. So the question is, are you like the Jackson 5s? Because Michael Jackson and the whole house was singing. Latoya Jackson, Janet Jackson.
We are not singing like I sing, but my sister Tracy sings. Like we are into the arts. We are into the whole package of drama and music and everything, because we believe it goes all in one.
Yeah.
So my mother is an actress, but she retired into that. She used to do that way back. So my family, you've seen my sisters. All of them are into this. So they are very supportive. They have the trainers here. Yeah. Then I've told you about Brenda. Brenda is also that very, very close friend who works with us, and she does amazing things. Yeah. Then there is Aksam. He's also one of our trainers. And the team, we have a really big team.
A really big team.
Yes.
Well, you deal with children.
Yes, I do.
And children
and youth.
Yeah, and those are really hard to deal with.
Yes.
They always lose their sanity. They can say whatever. How do you get to put together yourself and still lead them?
Wow. I have been blessed working with these young people. They have changed my life. At first, growing up as a youth, you want to do this and this and this and that. With the kids, you can't do. You have to be exemplary, You have to do the right thing. Okay, not because you have to do the right thing, but because someone is watching you all the time.
Oh, makes sense.
And another thing is, these kids come from different families, and they're taught different stuff.
Yeah, they come from different backgrounds.
Some are naughty, some are from broken families. So they come with everything and hit it back to you. Okay, yeah. So I have learned to be patient with them.
Patient.
Yes, I've learned to be very, very super patient. It's not easy, but you have to get to know each one.
You zero down to every person.
Yes, you have to know their story. You have to know what where they come from,
what they're dealing with.
Yes. And it's amazing
that
whatever these kids are going through. You know, some of them are kids, and then the others are youths. And you know, the kind of background that we come from, Gaba is a very, very permissive society.
It is.
There's a lot of malwa, there's a lot of drug addiction, and it's a lot these days because our young people are into that a lot. And surprisingly, even our parents, some of our parents are into the drug business. They sell, they don't take, but they sell because it's really selling.
Yeah, it's hard to
I got
money.
to know that, and it was painful. A child came to me and told me, Mama, atunda stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, and knowing that they're coming from these backgrounds, from parents that are witch doctors, from parents that are drunkard, it is really, really so sad. So you have to talk to them, and music is really amazing. Music brings hope.
Yes. Every person has their lowest point.
Yes.
Leading all these young people means you drain yourself to empower them.
True.
But where do you fetch from? And that we're going to speak about later. The question is, when was that point you went down, and how did you come out of that moment? Because I know there's a point where you're like, I'm done with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Many times.
Many times. How do you always get out from a situation like that?
I've thought about giving up a million times. Like every day, you know, working with these kids, they have a lot of needs apart from the needs of the ministry. Yeah, some of them need school fees, some of them need food and help and shelter. You know, we've gotten some from the streets, and then we are housing them. They need to eat, and then they need a lot. So it is a sacrifice. It is a sacrifice. You also have your own life as a person, but you have to sacrifice. And so I've been down many times when recently one of my boys got very sick in the night, and I had nothing with me in the pocket, and everyone around had nothing, and I was like, oh my God, this boy is going to die. So I had to call people and borrow money in the night, and I had to take him to hospital. So many moments of putting up a production, and you don't even have money. Then you don't get anything out of it, you know, because what we're doing is mostly charity. So it's not easy, but this is my calling. I get back to that. It is my calling.
So what is your source of energy? When you give up, do you go to the bar and take 70 beers, or
oh my God, I don't drink.
Or you go swimming and drown?
No, I don't drink. But where I get my energy is from them. Seeing them and practicing. Sometimes we don't even practice, we just talk about life. And then they're amazing. There are stories, they laugh at you at some point. Then sometimes the things that the kids do, when you're around kids for a long time, you just your life cannot be the same.
Exactly. So how many times have you gotten to be tested in line with what you believe in? Because money is one thing. Someone says, I want you to dance this way. I want you to say this so that I give you this in return. But you also know it's contrary to what you believe in.
Yes, to what we believe in. Actually, it's it's a very big challenge for us. Is sometimes we are called for big contracts. Big contracts with huge money. I won't say that the company, but there is a beer company that saw us performing somewhere, and the manager approached us and they were like, what, you guys are doing great stuff. Can you write a proposal and bring it? I'm going to make sure that it happens. But we want to sponsor your programs. And every time you have a concert, we want to put you on our posters, and then the posters will be advertising about beer and stuff. So sometimes I'm caught in the middle of what can I do? This is a huge deal, and that can be, but sometimes we are called to perform in big bars. And there was a bar that invited us to perform there, and they were giving us good money. But challenge was certain drunkards came, and one of them had to hold one of our girls like this. I died. I had to die. I was like, Jesus Christ. And the guy was screaming.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh my God, but you're not supposed to react very bad. And then they brought in a comedian who was using a lot of vulgar language, and then we were also on stage. So it was very tricky. So I talked to the manager, and we said we won't go back there, but they gave us some good money that day. So it's really challenging, very challenging, but we pray to get more gigs, because this is, when we get this money, we parent.
Yeah.
Some of our kids stay. Then
like this whole place we recorded at. It was amazing.
Then there are some kids. We take some kids to school. We took them back to school. You know, there's a day when one of our kids, I won't say the name, she was going to fetch water in the morning, and then the friends were going to school, and I looked at her, looking at the friends, saying bye-bye to her. That picture is very, very disturbing to me even up to now. I've not yet taken her back to school, but I promise her to take her after COVID. But you know, so we try to take those that we can, because we don't have money for all of them.
Makes sense. So you said your team is called Culture, it's called Khule.
Khule Africa. Khule is a word in Zulu. It means grow Africa. Yes, we want to nurture talents. Nurturing is growth. Yes, nurturing them and transforming their lives. So we looked for a name that is really culture, and actually the kids picked that name.
Picked the name?
Yes,
you came up with the idea?
Yes, we came with Brenda. My colleague. We came up with many names, and I was like, let's ask the kids what do they want. So they were like, they were making fun of the names. This one, no. There's a word called Kuvela. Kuvela is where I shine. So and they were like, no, Kuvela. People will call us Kavera. We are not going to be Kavela Africa. So they picked Khule Africa, and it's an amazing name.
Amazing. Okay. So Joseph, we're living in a country that changes every day.
Yes.
Right now, you're doing an impact in Gaba. And Gaba is just a small part of Uganda and the rest of the world. So what are your plans for the extending the love? Just like we want to remember you as a saint, regardless of whatever you're doing right now.
Too big to be
I know it's but
not the same.
Per se, for all the times I've seen you, I mean, I grew up watching you grow up.
Really,
and then you acted sometime, you danced a little bit.
I'm an actor.
And exactly.
Yes, I've acted.
You did that devil thing. It was epic, untouched. You understand?
We have another episode
coming through.
Yes, next year.
Exactly. So I've seen you grow, and I've seen you expand to heights that I wasn't even thinking you would ever make it there, because it's hard.
Yes, it is.
The devil tests you and then takes you off right out.
Yes.
He has tipped me 1,000 times that I make it back to the top. Anywho, the question is, what is the plan you have to extend Khule,
the ministry,
the ministry farther from yourself? Because right now I think it's seated on your shoulders.
Yes. And me, not me alone. Even the team. I don't want to say it all on me. I have a team. But we first want to see what happens with the kids, because we want to tell their stories as they tell their stories too. Because right now it's in Gaba, but we want to tell our stories to the whole world. You know. But with time we will be expanding to other places. But for now, we have a lot of work on ground, work, and transforming lives. It's not just transforming these kids. We want to do our music. We are working on albums and productions that we will put on the world market, and then it will transform the world.
Thank you so much, Joseph.
Thank you.
So we're gonna have a short break, and when we come back, we're gonna have Brenda, Joseph's assistant, and she's gonna tell us more about Khule Africa. Let's have a short break. Welcome back from the short break. We are having Brenda in our studios already, and she's very excited. You can see her already charming. Please introduce yourself and tell us exactly what you do with Khule Africa.
My name is Brenda Natkunda, and I'm the programs director for Khule Africa. So I work with Joseph. We work hand in hand on several projects and several programs with the children.
Yes. Exactly. So have you gotten any challenges or encountered any boys that are in Khule Africa?
Not really. Okay, so
not really means somehow, yes.
No.
Yes.
When it comes to our kids, like Joseph talked about, there is an aspect of respect that we have instilled in them, that they look at us as aunties, mothers. So there are things they would not really come out, and there are things they will not do. There are things there's stuff they will not act out when it comes to you. There's a certain respect they give unto you. If they kneel for you to greet you, trust me, there are things they will not come and tell you.
Do you not think kneeling and respecting that much also hinders their openness towards you? Because then they would say it. Listen, most of the times, me growing up, I used to tell my folks when we were in church, shh, in church. but the Bible calls us to be the same in church and outside the church. You understand that? They may be there kneeling down to greet you, but they're not actually sharing with you exactly what they're dealing with. You believe that?
Well, in Khule, we create space, we create a safe place where anybody can freely share their feelings. Yes. I've seen this several times when I go with them when they're performing, maybe at a wedding, an introduction. You really sit in the same taxi with them as you're going. Yeah. You eat food with them. Maybe you're all seated down and you're eating food with them. So they're able to talk. They're able to say anything. Yeah. Stuff that you would never think they would speak out. But they freely speak it out because they feel safe. They feel appreciated. They feel that you will trust them. They feel you have their back. So they will open up. Much as they respect you, they will not fear telling you if things are not going well. Okay. They will run to you and tell you because they believe you have their back.
All right, so what are the barriers you have built around these kids? I should call them kids or teenagers or something like that, because they're young people that have feelings of love sparkling inside of them. All right? And they can choose to love their sisters, they choose because they're in a team. But anyways, what are the barriers you've put against that?
Well,
or it's okay to...
No.
Yes.
We form everything we do on a Christian foundation.
Yes.
And when a child comes in, a kid comes in, first thing we do is we orient you on what we do and what we don't do in Khule Africa. Yes. We have a code of conduct.
Code of conduct, all right.
So much as a code of conduct would sound so formal, would sound so strict, but we break it down to a point of a dialogue. So we talk. We meet with them. We tell you this is acceptable as per the Christian faith, and we are founded on the Christian faith. So we do everything as per Christian principles. So for us, we don't believe in this. This is not the right time for you. Because you've not seen us do this, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Well, how sure are they that they have not seen you do it? They don't follow you around or something like that?
Now, as Joseph was telling you, working with children means you're going to do away with some things.
So you give up having a relationship?
It's no.
Yes.
It means there's a limit. There's a line that you can't cross.
Just because you have kids around?
It's not that because you have kids. It's because you have someone that looks up to you.
Up to you.
Yeah. So there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about that says that if somebody stumbles a child, it's better they put a neck around they put a rope around their neck and then they tie it on a stone and then dump it in an ocean. Yeah. And you drown and die. There's a scripture that talks about that. So personally, it's a driving factor for me because I believe they see something in me. They'll come up to you and tell you, I really want to do this like you do. I would really want to say this like the way you do it. So trust me, if you mess up, you're not only messing up your life, you're messing up their lives.
But exactly, according to that, we all understand there's an old saying that says, all ladies suffer from a lot. When a woman gets out of the house, she walks to look beautiful. As much as she doesn't want to be called or said, hey, yo, ma, or something, whatever, she wants to look good. You understand that? Yeah. But then that means she's going through a lot. And you sacrificing your desires, your wants, your likes, for the children, does it not hurt you in return?
I wouldn't call it a sacrifice. It's not literally a sacrifice.
What is it?
Because if you do what you love, it doesn't mean you're sacrificing it. It literally means you're choosing to walk a journey that you feel you really need to take.
All right.
Much it gets tough.
I'm going to give you a chance, first of all, as I'm speaking this, you think about it. I'm going to give you a chance to give me two answers. First of all, from the bad side to the good side. So it's basically the ups or the highs and lows of this year, but in line with Khule Africa. So what is your highest point or your highest working with Khule Africa and your lowest working with Khule Africa? You can start with the lowest.
It really breaks my heart a lot when we are not able to do what we really want to do.
Yes. Like what?
We have a lot we want to do.
Exactly. You can.
Personally, I've come from a broken background, and it's a lot of struggling. So when I see them struggle and I'm not able to do anything about it, it really breaks my heart. The ongoing pandemic has really broken me so much when it comes to the kids. I mean, there's a way you feel when they come for practice and they didn't have a meal.
Yeah.
You cannot, even if they will smile and they will dance, they use all that energy. Trust me, I would not be the most excited person. Yes, I would feel happy because I am seeing them here, but I would be so down, wondering what are they going to eat when they go back home. Where is rent? Some of them, recently, two of them lost their dad, and I was looking at them and I was telling Joseph, what are they really going to do? What are we going to do? Because it's now they're part of my life. So if things are not going right, I feel the pain when they feel the pain. So that has been my lowest point this year.
Yeah.
It has been my lowest point.
Get that. So now you have high time to lighten up the moment by telling us the highest point of the year, working with Khule Africa.
Yeah, as everything comes with a bad side and comes with a good side.
Exactly.
COVID has given us time.
Yeah.
I'm always away at school sometimes, but COVID has really given me time to be with them almost all the time.
Yes.
Through practice, through visiting their families, one family per family, going to shows with them, working on new projects with them, learning new things with them, trying to do a little bit more better than we have been doing with them. We've come up with a new picture of how things should run. We've trying to find new opportunities for them. So this time has helped us to think, plan better, and engage with them more better.
Exactly. So with those words, we want to give you a chance to pour out to the people out there. First of all, those that have not yet tested the waters of Khule Africa, and then those that have already tested the waters of Khule Africa, and how are you looking forward to blessing them as Brenda?
I would really, really, really welcome you to be part of us. You can volunteer. You can support us financially with food, with clothes, with money. And you can also invite us at your functions. Our kids can dance. Our kids can sing. We have many packages we are ready to offer at your introduction, at your wedding ceremony, at your concert, at your birthday, at your kwanjula, name it. We are ready to give it to you. So if you've not really gotten a chance to be part of us, you can find ways of, working with us in that kind of field. And to those that have been part of us, we are so proud of you. We are so proud of what you're doing. We respect and support you because you are our very own, and we would like to see you go from one level to another. We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Brenda, for sharing, first of all, your life with us, and we are so very privileged to have both of you here. And you're hitting on the shiki, and somehow I'm wearing a Hawaiian culture which is not African, but anyways, forgive me for that. And we're gonna have Joseph also share with us, also bless us with words of advice, words of hope, because we understand starting a ministry or starting an organization or a place where you can have children around, giving them food, hope, mentoring them, and all that is not easy. And Joseph has people that are looking forward to being like him out there, just like you people out there, and he has a word for you. Joseph?
What I can say is first of all, to all the young people out there, no one should ever tell you that you can't. Please believe in yourself. Look for places where you can improve on your talent, and make sure that you're good at what you do. Please let us support our young people. We have a lot of talent out there. We have a lot, and we have to believe in them. It is high time we believe in our young people instead of condemning them. Today many kids are into a lot of stuff, but let's love on them, let's encourage them, let's keep on encouraging them to do whatever they want to do. So to anyone who wants to start up a ministry out there, follow your dreams, follow your vision, and make sure that you have been called to do so.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been a dining table for you. We want to give a hot shout out to Mapenzi Studio and i3c for sponsoring this video and making it happen. And if you're thinking domain, think i3c.co.ug. With that said, goodbye.